QPR away at Loftus Road. That was a big victory for us because we'd had quite a few draws prior to that, and people were starting to question if maybe we were on a little bit of a wobble. But we came back strong, and I think that's certainly been the strength of this team, is that when we've had one or two bad results, or maybe results we wouldn't have cared for, such as draws, we've come back strong and put in a good performance and won games when the chips were down.
A very warm welcome to a sun-drenched Jamie Stadium, where today the Latics take on mid-table Plymouth Argyle in the Nationwide League Division 2. Next it's brought out to play by Grant Smith. An opportunity for Lee Hodges. First run forward, he's playing through the centre, looking for Smith. Smith with a shot! Fantastic save from Byron. Well anticipated by Jason Bent. Now he can bring it on the counter-attack for the Pilgrims. Goes past the challenger Bullard, still Bent. Plays it short to Norris. Norris in with the shot. Ball played forward here for Stonebridge, who's onside. Great opportunity for the striker. Gets a shot in towards goal. There's a testing effort. John Byron had to get down. DeVos with a lengthy throw in. Bullard's flick. Main ball here to Andy Liddell. Little shot. Took a deflection en route. I think it scraped the crossbar as well. And the first gilt-edged opportunity from the Latics. It comes from the set piece of the long throw of DeVos. DeVos will try his hand on the far side for the lengthy throw into the box. That's good distance on it. Way forward to Jarrett. Liddell with a shot. Has it got in? Just goes wide. Stonebridge. Norris. Now Keith. Turns into Jackson, but he's got away from it. Now Keith trying to get a shot in towards goal. It's got in, has it? Yes! Marino Keith with the strike from the edge of the box. Fylan couldn't keep it out, and the Pilgrims take the lead. On 35 minutes, Plymouth Argyle with the goal. Marino Keith with his 7th goal in his 6th match. Ellington looking to do it on himself, needs support, plays it out to Lee McCulloch. McCulloch now takes possession of it, waits for support of Leighton Baines, full-back overlapping. He may look to break into the box himself. It's still going Leighton Baines. Still going Baines. Gets a shot in. Jackson up well. And there is Bullard in possession. His ball through the centre. Looking around at Liddell, who's onside. Liddell, can he finish? Oh, he got it all wrong.
After Friday night's win at Northampton, Wigan could be promoted with victory on Saturday against Brentford. Paul Jules challenged his players to beat Fulham's record of 101 points. Ellington and Liddell with the goals. Tony Dinning, Lee McCulloch and John Fylan are all down for Saturday's games though. Having started the last 2 matches, 19-year-old striker Steve Morrison's been offered a 1-year contract to stay at the Sixth Fields, whilst Martin Wilkinson's having talks over his future. Northampton really need to beat Port Vale on Saturday if they want to stay up.
Fullerton can bring it away for the Bees. Ball played through the centre, it's onside. Shot coming in early, it was from the number 10, Stephen Hunt. Dobson plays it back. DeVos with the header away. Little just about keeps them playing his near side. A little bit scrappy at the moment. Bullard with a good touch on. Roberts looks to play it for Gary Teal. And Gary Teal's onside. Goal opportunity here for Teal. Waller with the goalkeeper. Can he finish? Oh, he's placed it wide. Jarrett up strong with O'Connor. Ball fall to Liddell. Ellington. This is Jason Jarrett. Jarrett now still going. Can he release Teal? Teal's in acres of room. Teal lays it back here to Roberts. Roberts with a shot! Goes over the crossbar. Bullard's won it well in midfield. Eludes one challenge. The referee has allowed a good advantage. This is Roberts over the top, looking for Ellington. Almost released him. Well, the Duke's now got the ball away from 2 challenges. Can he get a shot in here, the Duke? Ellington with a shot. Good effort! Fantastic save! McMillan. This is Jimmy Bullard looking to take command in the centre of midfield. Liddell's ball forward, looking for Roberts. It may fall here to Ellington. Jarrett. And still Jarrett. May fall here to Nathan Ellington. Ellington with a shot, takes it to Mitch, straight back to net! Ellington breaks the deadlock! And Wigan go in front. 10 minutes into the second half. Nathan Ellington on the score sheet once more for the Latics. You've got got to say the goal's been coming. And Wigan are finally in front. Roberts flick. One last ball down the line for Ellington, who's got there first. And still Nathan Ellington break into the box. Can he seal it now, the Jew? He's still going, rolls it back here. McCulloch, this could seal it. Lee McCulloch drills it through the goal! That's the second. That's the 3 points. And now surely promotion is assured. Right on the 90th minute, Nathan Ellington. He scored the first, he set on the second. Unselfishly played it across to Lee McCulloch.
Well, you need to make it difficult because that's the way they are, and you know they got some decent players. The first half was a bit scrappy. Having said that, we had 2 magnificent chances. We didn't make the keeper work. In the second half, I thought we were a lot better, and we looked like we were going to score on most attacks.
Now this is Teal, the Glaswegian, plenty pace. That's the best of Heary there. Ball into the middle. Oh, hit the post at the far post, but there was an offside flag, so wouldn't have counted, but Senior was flapping a little bit there. Wigan will be champions provided they hang on here. Starting brightly, Wigan, ball into that's dangerous! Oh, just wide from Lee McCulloch. Haven't seen very much of him, but it was a free header. Senior certainly didn't have it covered. Cluster of players. They've all spread to the far post. DeForce! Oh dear! A hand coming in there. Everyone thought for a second, but it was Seniors who did a little bit of basketball work there. Still Senior a little bit late kicking that ball out. Moses should get this one. In fact, Nat Brown does. Volley there! Oh, crashed against the crossbar. Oh! 2 cracking shots there. Second one from Teal. And the first one, number 11 in front of us here, the substitute, Peter Kennedy. Wow! Dear me. Teal. The less he sees of the ball, the better I think it is for Town. This is Teal. That's a good ball. Now they can do it. Oh, that's a brilliance there from Senior. Absolutely brilliant there from Jared. Down though, more interested in what's going on at the bottom of the division. As the referee calls a halt. Huddersfield Town 0, Wigan Athletic 0. Town still in there because Oldham are beating Chesterfield by 4 goals to 0. Huddersfield Town's fight goes on. Wigan Athletic are promoted as champions. And, well, I hope you enjoy the party in Wigan tonight. 3 more matches for Huddersfield Town. Monday at Stockport County is going to be vital as the results keep coming in. But the fight continues. Good luck to Wigan. Congratulations on their promotion and their championship. And I hope they enjoy their party at the Robin Park JCB Stadium on Monday. Final score from the McAlpine Stadium, Huddersfield Town 0, Wigan Athletic 0.
Incidentally finished the top scorer for Athletics last season and has bagged over 10 goals this season for them. We're in for a real good treat. Anyway, Stuart.
What's happening then? Just quickly onto the Athletic sides. The game's already got underway. Oldham in the change strip of the maroon and attacking the goal to our right. And an opportunity inside the area. And a goal inside the opening seconds. It's Wayne Andrews. With less than 10 seconds gone, Oldham have broken the deadlock. To the amazement of the JJB faithful. A fantastic start for Oldham.
Oh, absolutely marvellous. Off the boot, I think it was quite wide out. Fantastic volley. So I apologise to Mr. Wayne Andrews. That's leading to his 5th goal in 6 games now. It's a superb finish there. I mean, what a challenge for Wigan now.
Short over to Roberts. Brings it Stephen Miller. Miller trying to bring it to the box. But he breaks to Lee McCulloch. Scramble clear by the Old defence once more. Ball trying to keep the pressure on. This is Gary Teal. Deep cross into the box. Moving Neil Roberts. do with the left foot, or is it Jimmy Bullard with the right? It's Bullard who steps up, goes for goal! And Jimmy Bullard, with his first goal for the club, strikes it an absolute beauty! We've been saying it for so long that he hasn't got the score sheet. And what a timely way to get your first goal for the club.
You know, we'll see and see what happens, but Corazon could possibly prove a threat for all the people around him.
Just wing on the attack. Here's Neil Roberts, edge of the area. Neil Roberts, can he finish it? Here goes for goal! Oh, what a fantastic strike! Neil Roberts with his second of the match. Wigan's third. That's the threat of Oldham, signed, sealed and delivered.
Game, set and match, Wigan Athletic now, the way it's looking. The fans are absolutely been marvellous. They're doing it completely mad.
We just went to sleep, you know, it's just one of those things. We know a couple of boys got caught in two different minds and they nicked in, and to be fair, the boys taking a sharp chance. But after that, I thought we dominated and fully deserved the result.
I felt that was our best home performance certainly this season. You know, in circumstances, Oldham come here, they got a chance of automatic promotion. You know, we got the championship on a Saturday. And people might think we were celebrating, but we weren't. We trained on a Sunday, and it's 1-0 down after 12 seconds. You know, without Jason DeVos, Andy Little, and we lost Jason Jarrett and Matt Jackson. So it was a great. I thought it was, you know, some of the stuff we played on that day was great.
They've been jittery on the run-in, but Cardiff have just about made the playoffs. They created plenty of chances against the new second division champions, but Wigan keeper John Filan was in top form, there denying Peter Thorne. And Spencer Price's back pass nearly presented Gary Teal with a chance to win it for Wigan, but Neil Alexander kept his wits about him to keep Teal out.
We always kid on with Philo that he stands about and does nothing all game. You know, we just kind of get all the work done in front of him. But he's been magnificent this season for us, and certainly the game against Cardiff just recently, you know, towards the end of the season, there wasn't that much to play for us. But he's come up and made save after save and kept a clean sheet again. You know, and his record in goal for us since he's come to the club speaks for itself. And without a shadow of a doubt, I think he's the best keeper outside the Premiership.
How I'm feeling now, I'm quite relaxed now because we're in the first division. A few weeks ago, I can tell you I was feeling really anxious. I always thought we were going to do it because we've been such a good team and we were sat on a 9-point cushion, which is brilliant when you sat on that cushion, but we've seen it before. Wolves did it last year. You can lose that 9-point cushion very easily. And when we went to Huddersfield and got promotion, I was away actually in Barbados. I must have had a bit of a celebration. We had a bit of a party out there, and there's quite a few lads had a bad head the next day.
It must have been quite emotional as well, because there have been so many near misses, haven't there?
The emotions of going through the playoffs, and we've been in 3 in the last 5 years, and we've lost every single one. I mean, we lost to City, Gillingham, and then Reading. It's awful to lose in a playoff. It's brilliant to get in the playoffs. It must be absolutely magnificent to win in the playoff final, but when you lose, it is an awful feeling. It's worse than when I played in the cup final. I felt worse losing in the final of the playoffs than I did losing in the cup final.
As there are no bigger Wigan Athletic fans than yourself, and you've waited so long for this, can you sum up what it means to you personally?
Well, we've been in the league 25 years this year, since Wigan Athletic first joined from the old Lancashire combination. We left Springfield Park 6 years ago to come to the JJB. Myself and a lot of people in Wigan, we've got some very faithful supporters at this club, and I think the whole of the town now is getting behind both Wigan Athletic and the Warriors. For me, it's a great satisfaction. I mean, okay, I've put quite a lot of money in here, but my wife and myself and our family live, eat and breathe sport, especially Wigan Athletic in this town. And I think all the people know that. For me and our family, it is absolutely wonderful.
And as you just said to Sky then, this has never been a money-making exercise for you. It's a hobby more than anything. You're not in it for the money for this.
You don't win football for money. Only footballers get profit out of football. And there's only one profitable club, probably 2, Man United and Arsenal. The rest have got to be subsidised by the likes of myself and a lot of other kind gentlemen and families around the country. But it's still the heart and soul of England is our football, and our football clubs are very special places.
So tell me about the effort of Paul Jewell and the guys this season.
Well, when Paul came to us 2 years ago, he was coming to a team that I'd tried 3 times and failed, and it had just gone over the hill. So I sat down with Paul and sort of said, 12 months to rebuild this team, Paul, and then this season is the big push. You've got 2 clear years. Don't matter what anybody says, if you stay in the division last year and you're in the top 6 at Christmas this year, you've done the job. And by that time, we'll be in a hell of a position to have a go at getting into the first division. He's completed that with great style. We hope we get 100 points on Saturday. We're all talking about partying. Paul and myself say, no, 100 points, then we'll party. But whatever the outcome, Paul and the players have had a fantastic season. They are a good team.
Well, from what your press officer just told me, you've smashed 15 club records this season. I mean, that tells a story in itself, doesn't it?
I didn't really know that. I knew we'd smashed records for clean sheets, and I knew goals against, and I knew points. But 15, that's a lot, and it sort of shows the quality of Paul and his team this season.
Are you concerned now that other clubs may now look at your manager and think, oh, perhaps we should be looking at Paul Jewell now?
Other clubs are entitled to look at Paul Jewell, any of our players, just like we're entitled to look at any of our players. It's a free world. Paul's contract is up at the end of May. I promised him a holiday if he got his promotion, and he's off to stay in my home in Barbados shortly. We get on very well together, so it's going to be a very, very big club if they're going to prize Paul away from Wigan Athletic. He knows I wanted to stay here, and I'm sure in his heart he's happy with how we get on. It's a great feeling in this club. We're all one team, from Brendan Spencer, the secretary, through the doc, the physios. Everybody in this club are of one thing, that is the Premiership.
So tell me how much you're looking forward to First Division football, though I suggest you're going to say it is only a stepping stone towards your ultimate ambition, isn't it?
Everything in football teaches you something new every single day, and whatever you want is difficult to get because the competition is so difficult in the English leagues. I mean, these leagues are the best in the world, and I support the Football League, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, and I would say to every 3rd and 2nd Division club, they know I've supported them in all the meetings. Even if we go in the 1st or the Premier, I still will support the 3rd and the 2nd, and I believe the Premiership should help those clubs a hell of a lot more than they do.
How quickly do you believe you can get yourselves in the Premiership?
If I say 12 months, it's tongue-in-cheek, because the competition is intense. I've watched a few First Division matches when I'm looking at players for Paul. There's nothing in there that I see that would frighten Wigan Athletic. There's not a big difference moving up there from the top clubs of the 2nd, especially the bottom clubs of the 1st. There is no difference. We're a better team than those. If we get in there and we sort of establish ourselves in the top half, we can't complain. Realistically, we've got to look at that area. But I'm ever optimistic in football. If we can go up next year into the Premiership, I would not be surprised.
You've just mentioned looking at players. Obviously, inevitably, you'll be asked this many times over the coming weeks. How much money will be made available to Paul for players? Because you inevitably will have to strengthen.
Yeah, we've got a small squad, and it's a quality squad, and we spent quite a lot of money this year on certain players. There are 3 or 4 players that Paul wants. I support him in that. Now, some of those players are already playing for other clubs, so we've got to sort of be careful. You've got to do everything correctly. There'll be a hell of a lot of players on free transfers at the end of this season, a hell of a lot. And some of those lads will be good players. So we've got to look around, comb through everything, get what we require. Paul and myself, we sort of look at the game every single week for an hour. We know what we need, we know we need strengthening, and we're in the process of trying to do that right now.
Athletics get that 100-point quest, which they so richly deserve. Here's Matt Jackson for Wigan. Nice appreciation of where Steve McMillan's place was. McMillan looking to cut inside. He, of course, still to register his first goal for the club. Robert, Dinning with a shot. Dinning! Oh, what a strike! Tony Dinning! What a brilliant goal from the Wigan midfield man. Well, he said the deadlock was going to be broken sooner rather than later, and it's arrived inside the 12th minute. Tony Dinning for his 6th goal of the season, and Wigan go in front. Well, John Filan has come herring way out of his penalty area to try and encourage the pigeon to leave the stadium, but it's not relenting at the moment. Referee has brought the game to an end. Wigan Athletic have won their final match of the season by 1-0 here at Barnsley. A 12-minute strike by Tony Dinning was all that separated the two sides. Really, Wigan were below par in the second half, and Barnsley's preferred. Gave a good account of themselves, and then could muster an equaliser. The players, both sets of players, congratulate themselves on the halfway line. Great to the supporters as they stay and applaud both sets of players. And a credit that none of them actually invaded the pitch, as was announced prior to the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the 2002-2003 Division 2 champions, the mighty Wigan Athletic!
The goal at the start of the season was to get promotion, whatever way it took, whether it was the playoffs or whatever. And once promotion was achieved, we wanted to be champions. And once the championship was secured, we wanted to get maximum points, well, record number of points. We didn't achieve that, but we got the next best thing, which is 100 points, and you know, it shows it's a testament to the players that, you know, people might have thought we took our foot off the gas once we got the promotion, but you know, we've been unbeaten since then, and I don't think we conceded a goal. So you know, hats off to the players.
Yeah, I've only played I think 16 games now. I've just loved every minute of it. Since I signed, I think we've only lost one game since I've been here. Just can't wait for next season now.
Shoulder. Anyway, let's look at the next award. It's the one voted for by the players here. It's the Players' Player Award. Now, what can you say about this player? Since he joined in October 2001, quite simply, he hasn't missed a league game. I've heard it said he's the best goalkeeper outside the Premiership. He's possibly better than a lot of goalkeepers in the Premiership. The Players' Player of the Year for the second year running, John Filan! Our final award before we get to the main event, so to speak, the 3-2-1 for the Supporters' Player of the Season, is a new award again. This one is sponsored by Wigan Athletic. It's voted for by fans on the Wigan Athletic website. Now, this has particular poignancy because it's actually in memory of Dave Wiggins, who passed away before the start of the season. And not just Dave Wiggins, for all of those fans we've lost during the season, I think a big round of applause, because they'd have enjoyed this afternoon as much as the rest of us. And in fact, we've got Dave Wiggins' partner Paula, I think, to come on stage and present this award. So this one's voted for online by the viewers, I suppose, of the Wigan Athletic website. He might be up here again this evening, we'll have to wait and see. But the Wigan Athletic Player of the Season, I'll just say, our captain, Jason DeVos. And so to the main event, and our 3-2-1, the Supporters Player of the Year Award, voted for you, the supporters. To make the presentation, a man who's made the dream a reality. Division 3 we were when he took over in February 1995. Look at us now, who'd have thought it? Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of Wigan Athletic, Dave Whelan. So, ladies and gentlemen, in third place, Matt Jackson. And so, to second, if the microphone holds out, to second place, and a gentleman who's already been on this stage this evening. I think we said it all before, didn't we? If you're picking a team, if you're picking a number one, you'd want this man on it. Ladies and gentlemen, our goalkeeper, John Filan! To the winner of the Player of the Season award then. And, well, he's been up here once before. He has been our rock at the backup. Not just a great player, but a great leader as well. Ladies and gentlemen, your Player of the Season, Jason DeVos. Jason, what a season.
Yeah, it's been a remarkable year from start to finish. You know, everyone I think deserves credit. You should have 20 of these because every single one of the lads deserves it. You know, the boys have been brilliant. To get 100 points and to win the league in the way that we have done is quite an amazing achievement and something everyone at the club should be proud of.
Division 1 football, Jason, that's what it's all about.
Definitely, I mean, that's what I came here for. And, you know, I didn't come here to play in the second division, and we're finally out of the second division.
I'd like to say another little thank you to Paul Jules' staff, all his staff, all the lads who've worked so hard, because you can't have a football team without the backroom staff. I've also got to say thank you to Brenda Spencer, her secretary, and Stuart, who's assistant. They work. Well, Brenda's a lot of holidays actually, but when she's here, she does work really hard. And lastly, but not least, I would just like to say to all of you people here, because you people are the travelling fans, and you are the real support.